doing this video just to go over those steps in solving one-step equations and to really make it clear about the working out that you need to show, and that will help you when we get to the harder two-step equations or multi-step equations. The key thing you need to know is that whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. And we can show that even when we're doing a one-step equation. So I'm just going to go through a couple of examples where firstly we've just had something added to our unknown, and then where we have something subtracted from our unknown. Okay, they're two of the situations that we've looked at so far. So my first equation is that x plus 5 equals 7. Now I know a lot of you can just sort of do that in your head and get the answer, okay? But it's important that you can sort of understand this working out that I've done so that you'll be able to do the working out for every question and then do it when the equations get more difficult. Okay, because I have a plus 5 added to my unknown, I need to do the inverse or opposite of that operation, which in this case is subtract 5. So I've shown in this line that I've added a subtract 5 to the left-hand side and subtract 5 to the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, x plus 5 take away 5. The plus 5 and the take away 5 is just 0. So I'm just left with the x. And on the right-hand side, 7 take away 5 is 2. So that is the solution. Okay, if for example I have an unknown take away something in my equation, so x take away 4 equals 8. Again, I have to do the inverse of that subtraction, which in this case is addition. So I'm going to go through and add 4 to both the left-hand side and the right-hand side of my equation. On the left-hand side, the minus 4 plus 4 just cancels out to give me x. Okay? On this side, 8 plus 4 is 12. And so then that is my solution. Okay? One of the reasons why I think the working out is really important is that when you get more difficult equations and when there's integers involved, I think sometimes people get confused about working with the plus and minus on the numbers. If you're really careful about showing your working out, you'll be able to make sure you just use your calculator or carefully do the calculation to get the right answer. So for example, x plus 8 equals 3. I have a plus 8. I want to do the inverse of that, which is minus 8. So I put minus 8 on the left-hand side and minus 8 on the right-hand side and write the whole thing out. X plus 8 minus 8 equals 3 minus 8. Now, plus 8 minus 8 cancels out to give 0. So I'm just left with x, and 3 take away 8 is minus 5. So solution to this equation is x is minus 5. X minus 7 equals minus 2. I've got a minus 7. I need to do the inverse of that, which is plus 7. So I add 7 to the left-hand side, and I add 7 to the right-hand side. X minus 7 plus 7 is just x. And minus 2 plus 7 is 5. Okay, this makes it really clear what I either need to put on my calculator or the calculation that I need to do in my head, and that gives me the solution. Okay, we'll be doing more of those when we do two-step equations.